I am so shocked at all the travelers. There is such a long line. A little bit of a tip, we are doing some unpacking right now. If you are flying with business class, you are allowed 40 kilograms. However, you cannot squeeze everything into one bag. It has to be 32 kilograms in one large bag, and then the rest of the weight has to go into another bag. So if you're like us and you're cramming everything in, don't do it. Make sure you separate the weight, 32, and the rest into another luggage. Dad's Suki, or the place where we always buy fruits, and yeah, this is it. We're gonna buy some delicious mangoes.
Yung hilaw na mangga.
150 per kilo.
My dad likes it here because it's 150 pesos per kilo, and the mangoes are super sweet. Sobrang matamis. So,
10, I think.
let mom decide. 10 pieces?
Yeah, because we'll have some as well.
Try to make it 12 now. 12 na hilaw.
12 na hilaw. 12 pieces na malalaki ah.
Good morning! We are at the poolside of my village. I realize I never make videos of the poolside because I rarely swim here. It's just too sunny. But there's Eddie. He's getting ready to jump in the pool. Yes, I live here. Do you have access? The pool's looking nice. It's very sunny, but we only have like 5 minutes to, well, he only has 5 minutes to swim because we are heading off to the airport for our grand flight back to the UK. This is actually also the same village I grew up in. When I was much younger, everything here was all grass. Unfortunately, it's cemented, and I say that because I definitely prefer the grass. They did that because when it rains, it gets really muddy, and sometimes there are ants. So if you've set up tables here, the ants bite your feet, and I suppose it's part of the fun. But also that bit over there is a little clubhouse. So if you want to have parties indoors, it's not air conditioned at the moment. People reserve this entire poolside, and they have events here like birthday parties and things like that, like inuman or get-togethers. We should really get going to the airport now. But look at that tall building. Urban planning here in the Philippines is not great. A lot of the townhouses here or houses are just 2 floors or 3 floors at max. And all of a sudden you see a little bit of this sore eye. Sorry to whoever owns that building or whoever lives there, but I just feel like it's really out of proportion, and that building should not be there. Also, might I say, if you checked out my other videos, the generator is so loud. They turn it on at least once a week, and it really interrupts, I suppose, just the peace. And even the birds living around the tree here in the neighborhood, they tend to get scared because of the sound of the generator. So I do not recommend living in the city if you like nature or if you value the livelihood of birds. We are on the way to the airport. It's always a good idea to leave early. If you're coming from Quezon City, why? This is the reason why.
Ay, nako. We have no choice. The truck has to move slowly.
Our flight is with Qatar Airways, and if you are going to the airport, it's Naiya Terminal 3.
Yes.
Terminal 3. And so to be sure that we're on time, we are taking the Skyway. Welcome to the Ninoy Aquino Terminal. It's right there. So close. The last time my parents took me here, there were absolutely no cars, and now there's so many cars and planes just shooting out of the sky, and everyone is definitely back to flying. This 2022, the skies are more busy now with so many planes and travelers. Hi Dada, thank you for driving.
Welcome.
All right. Bye Mom. And we are out of the car. We are gonna get some porters to help us for a very minimal fee of 50 pesos. So why not? I am so shocked at all the travelers. There is such a long line. One thing also, if you have a porter, you actually get these You do skip the queue and you head straight in. So just before you enter, you do need to present your ticket details and your passport. Now that we are in the airport, wow, it is so busy left and right. I really do suggest for you to come here early so that you can check in and just relax. There's no harm in coming early and then just chilling out. But yeah, Naiya Airport, Terminal 3 is looking very busy. Time check, it's about 3 p.m. Behind me is very busy. Yeah, I just don't know what to say. But right now we are flying with business class, so thank goodness we are sort of skipping the queue, and this is our queue right here. No one. Alright, now that we are checking in the counter, I'm gonna let you know what is required traveling as of this 2022. So you will need to present your 2 vaccinations. If you have your booster, that's even better. And then also show your flight details, and then you need to fill up this form. And then you also have to fill up your departure card. A little bit of a tip, we are doing some unpacking right now. If you are flying with business class, you are allowed 40 kilograms. However, you cannot squeeze everything into one bag. It has to be 32 kilograms in one large bag, and then the rest of the weight has to go into another bag. So if you're like us and you're cramming everything in, don't do it. Make sure you separate the weight, 32, and the rest into another luggage. According to Renz, every day the airport is so busy. Like, there's so many travelers now. I guess that's better for the economy. Right now we are just about to enter the international immigration, and then from there I'm gonna let you know all the requirements that you need to present. So we're just waiting for Eddie to come through the immigration. Just to let you know, if you are traveling as a tourist and not for work, you do not need a CFO. And if you're looking in there, a lot of people are actually fixing that. That's only if you have a spouse abroad, if you have work abroad. But if you're only traveling as a tourist, you do not need a CFO. They only check my passport, the ticket, and that's about it. They did not even check my travel insurance. So I guess travel insurance is not needed, but don't take my word for it. It's always best to be safe and have all of those documents prepared. So this is Kuya Renz. He's helping me now. Sometimes, according to Kuya Renz, sometimes the immigration officer will look for your travel insurance. Sometimes not. It just depends. So always make sure that you have it. It's better to have it than miss your flight. So I've gotten word Eddie's still there. The immigration officer is checking the receipt of his extension. Nowadays, if you're a foreigner and you're not living here, you're only allowed 30 days in the Philippines. So if you want to extend beyond that, you will have to get a visa extension. Make sure you keep your receipt, because right now they are checking it, and that's what's taking time. And there he is, he's through. Yeah, keep all your documents, especially if you have extended your visa beyond 30 days.